Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my 25-week update. I feel like I just did this one with Kane. I don't know why that one's like sticking in my brain, but it is. I also went to the doctor and she gave me her prediction on what's going to happen at my high risk and like going forward from there. But if you are new here, I'm Laci. I have 2 little ones and 1 more baby girl on the way. And I'm due in February, which is coming super quick, especially now that the holidays are kind of getting started. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to start with my symptoms. My symptoms this month, this week, this few weeks since my last update, have been like shortness of breath or like not catching my breath like that. Like I'm just always breathing heavy. And anytime you go to the doctor or anywhere, they're always asking for the COVID symptoms. And one is like shortness of breath. And I'm like, all the time. Obviously, I don't have COVID because I have no symptoms. But I'm pregnant. So it's hard to breathe. And I still am teaching dance and a workout class. So I'm always like breathing all sorts of crazy. We also have stairs right here. And anytime I'm going up, I'm like out of breath at the same time, especially because both kids usually like me to hold them. If one wants to be held, they both want to be held. It's a whole situation. But anyhow, so that's my first symptom. Another symptom I'm having is breaking out so bad. If it wasn't for this natural lighting and makeup, you will see it's like gnarly. My back's okay. It's just my face right now, which I'm sure doesn't help that it was just Halloween and I have eaten way more candy than I should be eating, especially because we didn't have that many trick-or-treaters. We only had 7. And so we have a lot of candy left over. My last symptom, I believe, this month has been hunger. Just hungry all the time, especially overnight and at night. I'm not like getting enough, I don't know, maybe enough food during the day. If you hear banging, they're remodeling our kitchen as we speak. But I have to eat after dinner, before bed. And then I still wake up hungry, so I have to make sure I eat a good breakfast. So I'm going to see if like eating more during the day, because with 2, you know, you're just crazy busy to just sit down and eat a good meal. If that kind of helps my situation. So, as for my cravings, all the bad, all the candy, nachos, like every day of my life. I even bought all the stuff for them, tortilla chips, cheese, and jalapenos, and it's getting to a point where it's a bit much. But the candy and anything spicy, really, with any sort of spice in it, is what's my go-to. But one more of my symptoms is the baby stretching out. My stomach is definitely a lot bigger and a lot more pokier, which usually I had with Kane, which is a boy. My last one, which is a boy. But she seems to be more pokier too. So that's interesting. I think that is it for my cravings, symptoms. A little bit of back pain, but I'm like always moving and grooving. So I think it just comes with being active. But I'll show you my belly now. Is with the shirt on. Boop, 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 boop. Here is the shirt up. Boop, boop. Inside. Definitely getting a lot bigger. My doctor's appointment went great. She did the heartbeat, which was perfect, and just talked about my next appointment, which will be the glucose test and the Tdap shot. And signing the paperwork for another VBAC. Also, she said that my next appointment would be the determining factor of what they're going to do for the rest of my pregnancy. If they're going to let me just come, I think it was like every 6 weeks to check on the growth of the bulge. If you did not know, I have a bulge on my placenta. They're not sure if it's just like a lake of blood, like a blood bulge, or if it's a hematoma. They're still unsure, but I go on the 10th and they should know what's going on by then, because it would have grown, because this will be my 3rd scan on if it's grown or not. So from there, she said they will see if they need to come back every 2 weeks, or I can come back every 6 or so weeks from there. She says since it hasn't grown, it's most likely not to grow, but it's not unheard of, and it obviously could happen. So that is that. My appointment was great. My weight gain was 8 pounds. But that's 8 pounds since 13 weeks. So I'm going to say about 12-ish, 13-ish weeks. 8 pounds is pretty good. And I'm still in the like average graph. At least that's all I care about is the graph. If I'm like over the line, under the line, all of that stuff. But I'm still good. So that is an update on my doctor's appointment and my symptoms and cravings. And my next appointment will be my high risk, and so I will obviously update you on what she says. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.